Hello there everyone, it's me again, Timmy64 here. Today, we need to talk about desperately something. It's about these Gen Alpha kids which I'm getting more worried about since it's almost like 2026. When I mean by 2026, it's because a lot of brain rot from 2025 is just really wanting to get into 2026. Oh please, but we left this behind. The subject we'll be talking about today is of course the K-pop Demon Hunters one. Oh, let me just do something here real quick. Okay, now that's much better now. Okay, so I kind of clapped snapped my fingers, and now that's much better now. Now, as I was saying, today we need to talk about these K-pop Demon Hunters kids. Now, you're probably wondering, what do I mean by that? So, it's basically about also, I put this way, brain rot for some reason I'm seeing from 2025 wanting to make their way into 2026. So, what do you find here a problem? Let's go into it. Gen Alphas themselves. Of course, recently also somewhere around 2024, Gen Alpha influencers have also been going around. So basically, I'm talking about 2 year K-pop Demon Hunters influencers, and probably also maybe a few child influencers. What is the big deal between these kids, if you may ask me? The problem is with Gen Alpha influencers, they want to act like Gen Zs that you probably see on a TikTok page or Instagram. Okay, but next up, okay, the main subject we're gonna focus on today is basically K-pop Demon Hunters on YouTube Shorts. Okay, maybe also on TikTok, but not really on TikTok. The problem is a lot of kids are falling for this brain rot. Here's an example I'll be showing on screen.
Mira is pregnant, Rumi doesn't care.
Okay, yeah, you probably just saw something hilariously awful on there. And when by awful, yes, I mean awful. I'm cutting it for two reasons. Number one, to avoid copywriting. Hopefully, this video does not get a copyright. And two, I don't want to burn your eyes. Also, it's also because I've been seeing also a lot of AI stuff. What I mean by AI, for some reason, I saw a K-pop Demon Hunters video that was just titled 8 days ago. It's getting me more worried. Really, we need to talk. This is gonna start ruining people's brains. At this point, I'm also just owe an uwu cat to the gotcha community. At this point, I owe an apology to the uwu cats because back then they were more cringy. But at this point, K-pop Divinat is one. At this point, I don't know. Even to uwu cats, or I don't know. I just don't know. But still, at the end of the day, this is just terrible garbage. Owl cats may have been cringy back in 2021 in the gotcha community, but at least they weren't as cringy. Well, unless they were actually being like actual pieces of garbage. But K-pop Divinandas does a worse job. At this point, I owe Gotcha Cringe and Gotcha Spoiled Brats an apology. But, anyways, let's continue. The other problem is it's mostly a lot of lack of effort. They even decided to use God. Well, what I mean by God, also religions. Christianity, Islam, Jesus Christ, Allah, and maybe also a few other like Judaism, Hindu, and yeah. Okay, let me just show an example here that actually like trying to mock God. Let me just show an example. So yeah, that's basically about it. I'm not ending this, but yeah, you see, they're using also God, which is actually getting much more concerning nowadays. Okay, maybe past few years, 2024, we had Bella the Wolf, a complete idiot who wouldn't stop making a bunch of videos about mocking Jesus and Allah. At least she changed, apologized. But compared to this, oh, it's on another level. I'm sorry. And it's also the kids here. It's also just show another one. Okay, I'm not gonna show too much of this because I don't want to burn your eyes. But maybe another one because apparently I also saw there was another TikTok video. So yeah, I'm just gonna show it here.
Salam alaikum, alaikum salam.
Dame un segundo, mi gente.
So yeah, it's pretty much absolute garbage nowadays. Kids nowadays wanna fall for this AI slop. And remember when I basically said about basically me seeing a K-pop Demon Hunters video from about 8 days ago? Well, here it is. Basically, here's just an image I took of it. So yeah, it's complete garbage nowadays. At this point, we might as well just give up everything. And at this point, I already owe Gotcha Spoiled Brats and Gotcha Uwu Cats an apology. Like I did say, I already owe these little fellas an apology. They may have been cringe, but oh no, you just got taken down by the K-pop Demon Hunters cringe. On top of that, there's even music videos of basically Tong 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 Sahur K-pop Demon Hunters ass types things. Now, for me, I'm a kid here, of course. Yes, you can pretty much also tell by my voice. You see, I don't fall brain rot like this. If you've been on my channel for long enough, you know I don't post brain rot. So yeah, like for example, my oldest videos. Okay, maybe that one was cringy, but at least it didn't have AI in it. Well, yes, my gaming videos may be poor, but at least I don't have AI. Yes, they are poorly made, such as the Burnout 3 ones, due to basically the emulator not even supporting good performance, even if I'm recording, which I'm sorry for that basically. But still, this K-pop Demon Hunter stuff is getting really out of hand. It's best we just leave this in 2025. We're adding new memes in 2026. Okay, maybe if you've been on TikTok, you've probably seen the Ronaldo meme. And yeah, we shouldn't really actually, be doing this stuff. So yeah, there's nothing else I could possibly say. At this point, I owe three apologies to Gotcha Spoiled Brats, Gotcha Uwu Cats, and Skibbity Toilet. Yes, I'm including Skibbity Toilet. At this point, I also owe an apology to Sprunky because, oh no, I'm worried about this generation. You never know. They might just be saying 6-7 in 2026. Who's gonna want to say 6-7 in the big 2026? Who's gonna want to talk about K-pop demon hunters? Ooh, oh no, we don't care. But still, we need to stop urgently, especially with a lot of AI. AI is starting to learn kids. Now, if you guys remember, I did make a video about me explaining on basically Sung himself. I used to watch him back in 2021 until he eventually switched to AI. He used to be a nice little fella, at least, because now he's a tung 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 sahur wannabe, like as usual. But anyways, guys, there's nothing I could possibly say. Just consider on like and subscribing, and yeah, there's nothing else I could possibly say about this. And I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and goodbye. And also, do not fall for any of the brain rot you see. But anyways, goodbye.